How's it going, guys? This is Astrology Secrets, and I wanted to start off by bringing you a new video about the days of the week and how the planets are represented by the days of the week. Okay, so we start off with Sunday. This is pretty obvious. The sun, it's represented by Sunday. And I want to be a bit philosophical in this video. So what happens on a Sunday, you can look at your chart to see how the sun may be affecting you, and it's maybe more stronger on a Sunday. That said, I think there's a philosophical, rhythm to the way the planet works, regardless of your chart. Okay, so an average Sunday for most people is going to look like feeling pretty good about yourself. Maybe the rest of the week was accomplished, or maybe you're just feeling good about starting the week. And there's also a bit of a sense of duty with that. So even though you're relaxed, there's still a sense of, okay, I got to get some stuff done this week. Monday's coming up or Moon Day's coming up, so I better prepare for it. Okay? So Sundays are pretty nice for most people, but there's still a sense of duty there. So it's not entirely like you can let go, but it's a pretty good feeling for most people on a Sunday. Okay. So then we move on to Monday or Moon Day, and this is usually the most challenging day of the week for most people because it starts off harsh, because the moon goes in cycles. Or if you think of the sign of Cancer, there's the half of the sign that's needs comfort and support, and there's the half of the sign that feels comforted and supported already. So what happens is you have the start of the day as something brand new and something, exciting, but also that you're not sure of what to do. Okay. As the day goes on, you become more sure of yourself. You become more sure of the work you're doing. Let's say you're at school, you're doing the work, you're more focused towards the end of the day, but at the start of the day, everything was new. You were worried about what to do. Okay. The same thing applies for work. Maybe you were in a work meeting and then you had to suddenly go and off and do work on your own. You weren't really sure what to do. But towards the end of the day, you get more of that certainty. You start to feel like, okay, the day's coming to an end as well. So because the day's coming to an end, now you feel like there's more sense of security again. You can go back to your home soon. So that's what tends to happen on a Moon Day or Monday. And then we go off to Tuesday. Tuesday or Tyre's Day, represented by Mars. Okay. On this day, you know what you have to do for work, and that now, it may not be fun, but there's just a sense of drive. I have to do it. And Mars kicks in. You feel like you're that soldier. You can do anything. So it's a very good day on a Tuesday, but it also may feel like there's a work overload, but there's just also a drive, like you're able to do it. And even though it might not be perfectly fun, you feel like you can just do whatever's thrown in front of you. You got to get to the end of the week. It's only a Tuesday now. So that's how most people view Tuesdays. So then Wednesday comes around. Odin's Day or Woden's Day, Wednesday. Okay, represented by Mercury. And on this day, now you know what kind of work you're doing in school. Now you know what kind of work you're doing at work. And there's a sense of, I'm going to communicate it with my colleagues now. Or there's a sense of, I'm going to share my research, my work. I'm going to share it with my fellow mates at school or my colleagues at work. So this is kind of a pattern that seems to happen. It's a natural cycle in life. I'm applying it in the typical Western, school or job 9 to 5. But if this is the normal cycle, this has to make you wonder, like, what our days will look like going forward if such a system changes at some point. But for most people, this is the way it's going to be regardless. So typically on a Wednesday, if we apply this technique, we can say that we can learn more on a Wednesday because our intelligence is higher with Mercury ruling the day. Okay? Then we look at Thursday or Thor's Day, represented by Jupiter. Maybe on this day, you have a meeting. Maybe on this day you have a group lecture or just a lecture by a teacher or your professor, or the top boss is coming from HR and he wants to talk to everyone. So this is the kind of things that can happen on a Thursday. You may learn more as well, just like you did on Wednesday, because now you have a teacher coming in, Jupiter, and so there's more to learn on this day, and there's also more to there's more likely that you'll be listening to a lecture, or more likely that there's a sense of optimism with this day too, because maybe you're talking to somebody that's higher up. Okay. Then comes Friday, or Freya's day, okay, represented by Venus. So we tend to say we love Fridays, and that is because Venus is the planet of love. So when Friday rolls around, we think to ourselves, okay, this is the last day of the week. I can get all my work done, and then I can enjoy the end of the day knowing that tomorrow's Saturn day or Saturday, and I don't have to do any work that day. So this is all shown by the planets and how it was represented by the ancients when they set out our 7 days of the week. Okay. So obviously if Friday is fun, you're more likely to go out and do stuff on a Friday night. And then what happens? Saturday rolls around, Saturn day. Now we think of this as a day that's a day off. Maybe it's a good day, but it would depend on somebody's Saturn. And it also means that there's a delay in the work you're doing. Okay, so most people don't look at it like that, but there is a delay in whatever you were trying to accomplish now, because most of the time, Saturn day comes around and you think to yourself, I'm just going to relax today. Or maybe you don't know what to do. Maybe some people are really confused on Saturn days because they're like, well, I was doing all this work and me and my friends went out on Friday, so now what the heck do I do on Saturn day? Now, some of you just like immediately go hang out with friends and whatnot, and that's cool. That's maybe a sign of our age of Aquarius, but this is just a representation of how the cycles come about. So Saturn day comes and passes. Now we're back to Sunday. Again, Sunday you feel pretty good. Now maybe you're gathering your thoughts more than you were on Saturday, and you just feel like you can get things done, but you're also preparing for the next moon day or Monday. So you have a sense of, I still have to get things done in preparation. So there's a little bit of duty still there. You're not going to go out and party on a Sunday necessarily because you have to work on the next day. Okay, so that is just a basic representation of some of the cycles, the natural cycles of how things are going. And this is what the ancients were trying to tell us when they made the days of the week. Okay, it was all represented by astrology. It was all represented by the planets. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please leave a like, share the video if you can, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more. I want to do this more regularly if I can, so watch out for more videos. All right, enjoy your week, and I'll talk to you again soon.